Good afternoon everybody, it's Gav here, Sarah's hubby. Now, like Sarah and I discussed in our videos the last couple of days, I was going to do sort of like a day in the life type video. So I've already got everything in the truck. Behind me you can see some of my supplies sitting there. So I'm going away for 4 days, and people have asked what's it like getting yourself all set up, what do you got to take with you, and they wanted a bit of a general run around on what everything is. So bear with me, I'm just going to quickly run through things. Now, to put into perspective, this is the 20th of May 2023, and the time is currently 1:41 or 13:41. I use 24-hour time. Now, since I got here to start dealing everything with the truck, I've filled out my one of my worksheets here, which gives for today, Saturday, the trailer and the truck I'm going to be using. So truck 71, which is my truck, and trailers 408 109. I've already located those trailers. I know exactly where they are in the yard, so I'll be hooking up to those pretty soon. And I've already filled out the pages that I need, well, the page I need for my daily work diary. I just haven't started the time yet, only because, well, up to this point all I've done is start the engine to warm it up and to pump the airbags up. Now, it's been sitting for a couple of days, so I always check. Now, I'll just pull this out of the cradle, give you an idea. Now, in the dash here, everything's electronic. So on this side, you got your menu. So just by clicking the arrows on the thing, you can see that I can change the settings. So I've got 1,090 kilometers worth of fuel currently on board, which over here shows just under half a tank. Well, that's my speed. That's for alarms. I haven't set those. That's how much weight is on the rear axles at the moment. That only works when you're stationary. So around about 2 tons on each of my rear axles. And that's showing what my current air pressures are now. Before they were under the 7s. Whoops, try to keep that in focus. And that's just the big long list of all the fault codes that can come up from time to time. Now here, this is what's important for me. So that's the current temperature of the engine. It's warming up slowly, but there. Now the engine is running now, but the top one, that's how I check my oil level. And as long as it always comes up is oil level okay, that's okay. If it's low, I have to let the mechanics know, and they'll let me know whether or not I can drive the truck from there. I always keep an open line of communication with the mechanics. Okay, so that's that. I'll just unhook that cable. Right. So there's my stereo. I don't bother using the stereo in the truck because I like my music, and generally the radio is just full of people talking about themselves, and I really don't want to hear that. I want to hear music. You know, my favourite group is Sabaton or Nightwish, and I've got a few other bands I listen to from time to time. Yeah, these are important to have when you're out in the road. Stanley knife, just in case you've got to cut something. It's good. Here's my water bottle. That's my cooker. That's what I cook my dinner in, and I'll actually be setting up something to cook because I'll be going for 4 hours, and by the time I get to where I'm going, it'll be dinner time. There's my water bottle with an electric pump on the top, and so that's just one of those water bottles. There's my empty esky. I throw my empty cans into that while I'm going. There's my can of 30 Pepsi Max, and of course what I bring my energy drinks in. This is my garbage bag. So as I go, of course, I collect the rubbish. Now this is my bed. As you can see, I don't have that much room in the cab, so it's a little bit harder to put everything in a place where it'll be out of the way. But what I usually do, you'll see when I do the tonight's video. There's my pillows. I've already made my bed up. All I use is a blanket on the bottom, so on the mattress, a blanket straight on the mattress, my blankets there. It's doubled over, and then doubled over minky blanket on the top. Here's one of my books. I'll just put that up in the where it belongs, up in there. My bag of clothes, a bag with a few other little necessities like raincoats and things like that. It's hardly ever used, but I bring it anyway. And of course, the most important stuff on the truck, ketones, the protones. Got to have them. And of course, I have these just behind me, just for snack purposes. They're very low in carbohydrates, and that means that for me, they're perfect to have as a snack on the run. There's another box of them here, a new one Sarah found, the Indulgence. We're going to have a crack at those while I'm out on the road as well. See, so they're low carb, which means that for anybody who is borderline diabetic or trying to avoid diabetes, low carb is the best. Now, I've turned the aircon off on this, but at the moment, so that you can actually hear me. Up the top here, I'll sit down and do it, because that's the air conditioning unit. That's what I use to put on at night to cool me down or keep me cool. Of course, lately that's not really an issue. So yep, here I am at the yard. Oh, before I do all that, I'll get dinner sorted. Okay, so I open up this. Okay, I use these foil trays. You get them in packs of 5. They're aluminium foil. So I'll put those in there, and then I just get my whatever I'm going to cook. This will be the beef burgers. There comes the knife. It's very hard to do this one-handed, I can assure you. So hang on a second. There we go, so apologies for that. And I just put that into the garbage bag. And put these extra ones into the storage bin. Those are where my wraps are. They don't need to be refrigerated. Now just close that up. It's all set to the one temperature, hot, and as hot as it'll go. I'll pop it now. This says 24 volts on this, but it seems to work okay. There we go. That's that. In 4 hours time, when I get to Gin, those will be ready, and I'll probably have them on wraps with some cheese. It's what I usually do for the first night out. Okay, that's what's holding the trays together. Right, so I'll put that back in the cradle, and I'll show you where I'm going up to hook up. Just in front of us, you can see there's a prime mover. It's another Mercedes just there. The trailer on to the left, that's the one we're hooking up to. So you've got to swing the truck around. I'll try to hold that up now. I'm sure you can see that in the mirrors. I'll wind the window down so it's easier. You can see that we're aiming now for that trailer, and you can see how the other mirror, there's the prime mover that we're going to go beside. But this mirror is my main one to use. I don't know if you can see it very well. I'm just trying to get the back wheels underneath the trailer as you lose it in the darkness of the shadow. There we go. Now down here I have the controller for the airbags. Press that twice, goes to the back of the truck, and then I just press that button there. That starts pushing me up, and I don't know if you can see in the thing there, but I'm pushed right up in the air now. That means my turntables is taking the weight off the legs, and I just slowly go. Whoops, it does grab a bit. Oh geez. Okay. There you go, plunk. I'll just wind this up because there's another truck coming. Okay, so we put the truck into neutral, pull on the overall brakes, so that locks all the wheels on the prime mover at this point. Alright, hook the trailer control back under the seat. Let this other truck out of the way. They create a lot of dust on this crusher dust yard. So I've got to collect trailer 408, so you always make sure that you've got the right trailer. As you can see, I'm right up in the air. You can see the suspension's right up. Go to the back, double check trailer number. Right, 408. The right trailer number. Go under. Just in there, you may not see it. Yep, see the little silver bar? That's got to be across. If it's not, the pin isn't engaged. So, go through to the other side. This is where the handle is. And I'll just around. So now I'm just going to wind up the leg. So, I don't know if you can see it very well. I'll try to tilt this down. You can see the legs slowly winding up. Takes a bit. Okay, so the handle stopped. Handle stopped, so we just it just sits there. No, it doesn't fall off. We just open up the toolbox, take out the paperwork. Right, and just make sure that this is going to where it's supposed to be going. This is for Townsville. Right, there it is, Ingham Road, Bolly. That's where I'm going. So it's the right paperwork. As you can see, pretty darn close. I've got to be careful as I'm going out to make sure I don't hit the mirror on the other truck. Now this is going to be a bit loud, but I've got to hook the air lines up. And you can see there's a little tab there on the flat. That's got to move to the side. Hang on a second. And now you can see the little tabs there, and there's the flat. So that won't come off. Same with this. But this one's different because they're both that's the female and that's the male. And here's the Utilux plug. This is for all of your lights. Very, very difficult with doing it one-handed. Okay. Right, now that that's all hooked up, nothing's going to fall out. You then come over here, turn on the air taps. So that means now that there's air going to the back of the trailer. Well, there will be in a moment when I switch the brakes off. Okay. Climb up in the truck. Right. Now, as you can see, it's got level control. What we do there is we press that button there, that's your level control. That's for lane encroachment. And then I release the brakes, and you can actually feel the truck start to go down because now airflow is going through everything. And there you go, the truck's now re-leveled itself and it's ready to go. So I'll just pull forward a bit. Now, as you saw, I have to swing to the right a little bit because that truck is so close to me. Okay, I've missed his mirror. And if you look in the mirrors as I come out, I've got to try to avoid my trailers hitting the trailers beside me. I'm 26 meters long, so I've got to be really, really mindful of that and mindful of what's in front of me. Looking in my mirrors at all times, looking into my mirrors, making sure I don't hit anything, rip anything off another vehicle, because these things are so big and heavy. It's so easy to do massive damage to all sorts of things so easily. Okay, so here I am now, and now I'm going to do a turn. So I come over really close to the fuel bowser, and now I start my turn. I've got to give myself plenty of room to turn around. So you're looking in the mirrors, making sure that you don't hit anything with the trailer. And over the side there you can see that the trailer's almost beside me, and in the major part of the window you might actually see the back of the trailers. Oh no, got around without really getting too close. Okay, and there's the other truck. I'll just come out past him now. And in the mirror you can see there's my trailers there. And I'll just come over this way a little bit. And then look in my mirrors just to make sure that when I come past that big block of concrete, better known as a dragon's tooth, I don't actually hit it with the trailers. There we go. Sweet as. So now this guy's just reversing in, so I'm going to hold it right here. And as you can see, there's my my trailers out the back there. I've just come around a corner, as you can see, and yeah. So now I just write in the time, so it's going to be 1400 or 2 p.m. Okay, they're letting me go through straight away. said, it's 1400 or 2 p.m. So I'll just pull up now, stop. Get my little ruler, go through till 2 p.m. I write the location I currently am, which is Brendale. And write in my start mileage. 5, 3, 8. Right, so now my book is ready to go. So there it all is there. So that's all rest because I wasn't work, and then I've just got a few hours to go. From here I'll set my on my phone, and it won't work whilst the camera's going, so I'll have to let that happen, and then yeah, we're off and running. So what I usually do is pull on the handbrake just to make sure all of the trailer brakes work and everything's hooked up, and I do what they call a tug test. Because I checked the bar, I didn't do a tug test there beside the other truck. You're supposed to do one. I didn't, mainly because I was a bit concerned that if I did one I might hit the mirrors on that other truck. I was really close. So yeah, okay, so I'm ready to rock and roll. Put on the old restraints, got to have them. And yeah, look, thank you so much for joining me on this first little bit. When I get to Gin, I'll run through a little bit of what I'm doing. If I get half a chance, I might put the camera on and show a little bit of footage of going down the road. That'll be spliced in and probably sped up so you can see a hell of a lot of mileage, but sped up to maybe a minute. So yeah, we'll let Sarah and Lucas deal with that. They're going to be my audio-visual people. So yeah, you'll see just how good a work young Lucas can do. So all that is now is for me to drive up. So look, thank you so much for joining me on this little bit, and I'll catch you soon. Bye for now.